Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host Mark, and it's another 5-minute review. And on today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released in theaters, animated, partly animated, family flick, If. If came out right at the start of May, I think, May 2024. It's rated PG, and it runs for an hour and 44 minutes. It is now available as of June 26, 2024. It is available on VOD. This film did not do great at the box office. I don't know if it was really expected to, but it's a family flick, so it kind of kicked one of the first films of the summer. So it'll probably end up making its budget back on VOD, but it is directed and written by, and also starring, John Krasinski. And it also stars Kaylee Fleming and Ryan Reynolds. And the voices of Steve Carell, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who else? Louis Gossett Jr., a bunch of other people. Like, John Krasinski went down the Rolodex, and he was like, hey, you want to do a voice? Hey, you want to do a voice? I mean, he went out and got, he got his wife, Emily Blunt. He got Awkwafina. He got George Clooney, Bradley Cooper, Matt Damon, Bill Hader, Richard Jenkins, Keegan-Michael Key, Blake Lively, Christopher Maloney, Matthew Rice, Sam Rockwell, Maya Rudolph, Amy Schumer, Jon Stewart, and Brad Pitt. Literally went down the Rolodex. Now, a lot of those only had like a brief one-liner type stuff, but still, I mean, it's a cool cast of characters. I will say this: John Krasinski is one of the better directors working in Hollywood right now. I mean, he really established himself with the Quiet Place films. Both films. The first one is a masterpiece of horror. And I really wish he would kind of maybe stick to like a horror, a survival horror, genre. But he's got I think like 4 or 5 different directing credits to his name now. And let's see. What has he got? He's got 6 directing credits. 4 films. The Hollers, which wasn't that great. Quiet Place 2, and now If. So 4 films. I hate that this was his follow-up to the Quiet Place films. Is because while this film is fine, it's not great, and I would not say it's up to like what we've come to expect from John Krasinski. A fantastic actor, a great writer, and just turned out to be a really, really talented director. The story here is just like it stars this girl, Kaylee Fleming, and her name is B, and we learn very early on that her mother died, and she's grieving still. So I don't know the film doesn't really actually say how long ago. I think a year maybe. And then we learn that John Krasinski, her father, is also in the hospital, and for what is lack of a better term, a broken heart. I think he needs a heart transplant. I think that's kind of what the gist of it was. The film never says, but Ryan Reynolds in this movie is for a good chunk of it is not really likable, and I hate it when he plays roles where he's kind of like the curmudgeon and just pouty and that's how he is for like 3/4 of this movie, and I won't give away the twist. So there's no spoilers here, but him and Kaylee Fleming's character team up for most of the movie, and the entire plot is that they're trying to match imaginary friends with kids. And they're having a rough go of it. And the whole theme of the film is that this girl this girl B, is she's lived so much trauma and grief that she's not a kid anymore, and so she can't have an imaginary friend, and that's what IF is, imaginary friend, IF. I really wish that Krasinski would have dived deeper into like the character of B and why she's feeling this way. Why, I mean, we see why, but like, I mean, the girl playing her, Kaylee Fleming, she's looks like a capable actress. Not enough Krasinski, and there's a lot of like cringy dialogue here too. I don't know. I didn't like it. I've seen better, and I hate to say that because I really like Krasinski as an actor and a director, but I've seen better. So anyways, don't forget to hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. So give us a like, follow, and subscribe. We're doing big things. And don't forget the podcast releases weekly every Thursday on your favorite podcast streaming platform. And we'll catch you next time.
These kids forget about us in the first place?
Last week, I just started falling apart.
You're sucking the oxygen out of the room.
Honestly, Doc, if this is how it's going to be, I'm just going to wheel myself back and plug in.
I can make your hands